Welcome to Shine Online with Ellie Swift. I'm your host, marketing and mindset coach Ellie Swift, here to help you connect with your clients, create life-changing results in your online business, and shine neon bright online. I built a multi-six-figure business in under 2 years and, more importantly, have supported my clients to get amazing results. My clients have generated 5- and 6-figure launches, tripled their income, and completely transformed their lives using my signature framework, the Swift Marketing Method. In this podcast, I take you a layer deeper into my business, my life, and my mind. If you're an ambitious entrepreneur, you're in the right place. Let's get started. Hello. Good morning or afternoon to you, wherever you are in the world. It is a weekend morning here as I'm recording this for you right now, which is rare, but sometimes so lovely because it's quiet and there's nowhere else I need to be, and I'm looking out my window and it's just beautiful summer sunshine where I record this for you in my office at home. I get to look out at the ocean and it's just the most magical day out there right now. So sending summer sunshine your way. Today, I'm bringing you a shorter podcast episode on how to get clients on repeat. And I'm so excited to chat about this because it's a topic where it's so easy for us to get this confused, and it's where a lot of people do get confused. And this concept of being able to win clients on repeat actually starts with a really simple framework, which is ironically, like most things in business gets to be much simpler than we so often make it, right? So let's dive straight in with the punchline of sorts, and then we can work backwards from there. So the way to get clients on repeat is to work a repeatable system that is built from solid foundations. The way to get clients on repeat is to work a repeatable system that is built on solid foundations. Perhaps you thought that I was going to say something like, the way to win clients on repeat is through Instagram DMs, or the way to win clients on repeat is through Facebook groups. But actually, it's about finding the repeatable system that works for you, that you've built on top of really solid foundations, and then working it and working it and working it. And this is where it's really easy to get it wrong, because we're told that actually the best way to get clients is to do all the things. I've even had clients who first come to me quite literally say to me, but I'm doing all the things. And so if we step back from this, we need to know that doing all the things should never be the goal. Doing the things we've decided as part of our strategy is the goal. So let me give you some examples now of what a repeatable system looks like and means, and then I'm going to talk about what I mean by solid foundations. In my first year of business, my repeatable system looked like this. It included make ongoing direct one-to-one contact with warm leads and connections, share consistent educational and valuable content on social media that includes a lot of video, and hosting quarterly challenges and training series. And by committing to that process and repeating that process again and again, that filled up my one-to-one coaching and my first courses. And here's the reason why that is. Because I kept my system simple and I focused on the foundational principles of business rather than trying to overcomplicate the repeatable system. But what often happens is this: we overcomplicate that repeatable system. So for example, what we might say is, no, actually, I need to be on Pinterest, or I'm not winning clients because I'm not showing up everywhere. But that's really not the case. Instead of adding to and overcomplicating our repeatable system, we need to be looking at our foundations. And I really just want to reiterate how important this is and how easy it can be to get this wrong based on the messaging we're sold online about the next shiny thing always being the answer. So here's an example of how we can change the story or the questions that we ask ourselves so that we get the answers that we need. Instead of going, I'm not winning clients, I need to find the next strategy because obviously I'm doing this wrong right now, I instead recommend asking yourself 3 very specific questions that are going to help give you the right answers. The first question is, am I solving a problem for my ideal client? Or in other words, do they truly need what I'm offering or selling to them right now? The second question, am I meeting my ideal client where they're at? And the third question, am I offering a unique value proposition? And I'm going to take you through each of these in a little bit more detail in just a moment. But the point that I want to make here is this. The question is not, what are all the things I'm doing that I need to do better? But rather, are my business foundations solid? Have I built a business that's going to stand the test of time and sustainably continue to draw in clients without me having to scattergun my attention for the rest of my business life because I don't truly know what it is that makes me unique, stand out, or meet my clients where they're at and solve their very real problems? That is the point that I'm wanting to make, because this is where I believe in the first 1 to 2 years of business, if you're finding that you're banging your head against a brick wall or you don't know what to do next to build your business, it's because you're trying to overcomplicate the system when actually you need to simplify and you need to come back to the foundations of your business. So let's break down what each of these 3 things mean, right? The first question of, am I solving a problem for my ideal client? Or in other words, do they truly need what I'm offering or selling to them right now? That question is going to allow us to look at the packages, the services, the products that we offer, that we sell our people, and work out whether that product or service is exactly what they need right now. So this gives you the opportunity to look at the way you package your services to see whether that's meeting the mark, to see whether that is giving your ideal clients what they might need. So often we look at, all right, how can I market this thing differently? When actually maybe all we need to do is repackage the product or the service so that it is the right length of time for our ideal client, or so that it includes a few more things that are going to be the thing that solves the right solution for our client. So as an example of this, I often look back at my packages and go, okay, so is my mastermind delivering right now on the things that my ideal client needs? How can I make it better? How can I tweak that? How is it that I can always ensure that my coaching products or my coaching services are giving people exactly what it is that they want and need based on where they're at? Are the courses that I'm selling right now the right courses that are giving people the answers that they need? How can I market it? How can I message it so that I'm really letting my ideal clients know that I understand their problems? So the second question then of, am I meeting my ideal client where they're at? This is a really important question, because when somebody is purchasing anything from you, especially if it's a product or a service that they're not normally purchasing, such as coaching or a consultant or something that might feel like an indulgent or a privileged purchase, we need to be ensuring that we're speaking to our ideal client when they're at that trigger point of knowing that they need to purchase the thing. So if I give you an example of that, say that I am somebody who markets to mamas. I'm a coach who supports mamas through their first year postpartum, right? I need to be really connecting to the problems that client, that mama, is experiencing in that first year postpartum. The very real challenges that she's experiencing as she's navigating what it looks like of going from maiden to mother, as she's feeling into these new changes in her body and suddenly not thinking for herself as the primary person that she's considering each and every day, and all of these very real things that I know, and I'm speaking right now as someone who is not a mother, but rather has a lot of mama clients and sees these examples so often. I need to be ensuring that my content speaks to her and exactly where she's at in that very moment, so that I'm letting her know that the solution I have is what she needs right now. So it's not only am I meeting my ideal client by giving them what they want, it's am I meeting them where they're at right now. The ultimate compliment that you could ever receive is it's like you were in my brain. It's like you were in my brain and you understood what I was experiencing and you were telling me that you had the solution for me. And so really coming back to this ideal client work that I know I rabbit on about so much, but that's because it's damn important. If you don't currently know someone who is your ideal client, if you don't physically know examples of people who are your ideal client, maybe it's time to find a different ideal client, because you need to know those people. You need to know their problems intimately. And then the third question that I really recommend asking is, am I offering a unique value proposition? And this is where we start to look at our brand and what it is that makes us unique. So, am I offering a unique value proposition? This is essentially asking, how am I standing out from other people who offer similar services to me? What is it that makes me unique? What is it about my product or service or offering that is completely different to those out there who have similar products or services or offerings to me? What is it that I can really connect to and share over and over again that is the key message that makes me stand out and be different? And this is where a coach can support you with that, or somebody who is outside of you, because so often it can be really hard to isolate or differentiate what your unique value proposition actually is or looks like. And so working out what these three answers are allows you to get really, really real with yourself and know that you're meeting your ideal client where they're at. I have a client who we quite recently worked out that for her ideal clients, there were so many times where her ideal clients were saying, I really wish that I found you earlier on. It would have been so helpful if I'd found you earlier on in my journey. And so that was really amazing information for us, because we went, okay, we actually need to market and reach this ideal client sooner in their journey. And so we worked out that we weren't actually meeting with them where they were at in the way that we needed to. We needed to meet them earlier in their process, where this person was going through a really significant transition in their life. We needed to meet them earlier in that transition so that they could then find that person at the right time and go on that journey with them. And that has really changed this particular client's business. So when you know this and you know the answer to these three questions, you then create a business model and products and services that A, help you win clients, B, help you make money, and C, make life way easier for you, because you're really considered in the way that you show up and you're really considered in your repeatable system. You start asking yourself questions like, well, what are the key ways that I need to show up to meet my ideal client where they're at? Where are they right now? What does that look like? Rather than getting into an anxious energy of feeling like you need to do more and be more and show up more, because you're never ever going to win from that place. You're never ever going to be able to feel like you're creating a sustainable, thriving business, because you're never going to feel solid in your system. A really great summary of this point is the saying, you can't polish a turd. It's crass and it's also gross, but very true. And there's a lot of turds out there in the online space that people are trying to make look really shiny. But if you pull back the curtain, there's just no substance. So ultimately, my point is this, is that the way to generate clients on repeat is to build or create your repeatable system, like I've said, that is based on solid foundations. It's not to continue to try every single different system or strategy under the sun until you find the one that works for you. It means working the system that you are working over and over and over again on top of solid foundations. And this is applicable for you whether you're ready to build your $1 million business, whether you are at a point where you're doing 40K, 50K months, whether you are wanting to do your first 5K month, whether you are wanting to get your first clients right now. This is a process that I think about every single day in my business, and I tweak it and I change it and I scale it every single day. This is why the way that I teach and the way that I've created my entire business is that everything is built around solid foundations. And so I want to share with you my program that I've launched with my girl, Rachel McDonald, that we are running now for the second time, that I'm so incredibly proud of, because it is the course or the program that if you're a coach or an online service-based business owner, you need to do this program. Like, it is everything that both Rachel and myself have learnt building successful online businesses that we come back to time and time again. If you were to think of the example of a house, then this program is the slab, the foundation that you lay for the house that you build. It is a complete roadmap for booking your dream clients, transforming your business, and turning your purpose into profit. And we're about to kick off the second live round, which is so freaking incredible. So the day that this podcast episode is getting released is one day prior to us officially launching it publicly. So if you want to be the first to find out about it, make sure you jump on over to www.thecoachcodecourse.com, and you're going to be the first to find out when we release it tomorrow or today or whenever it is that you are listening to this episode. Make sure you do jump on it though, because it will only be open for this live round for the next week. So make sure you come on over, and if you have any questions at all, you can hit me up in my DMs at Ellie H. Swift and I can answer those for you. I'm so excited to be wrapping up the year with this, because when I look at the year that's just gone, when I think about 2020 and all that it's been, something that has been so incredible that has come out of this year is the number of people that I've seen turn to online business as a solution for their lives, as a way to create certainty in uncertain times. In other words, people are betting on themselves in a way that they never have, and recognizing that actually the online space is an incredible, incredible way to make money and build a business and live out your dreams and really connect to your purpose. It blows me away when I think about some of my clients and how they've blown up online this year. And so while I am definitely feeling that there's a collective energy right now of people starting to feel tired at the end of the year, I also really want to encourage you to start thinking ahead to 2021 and connecting to what it is that you most want for the new year, and looking at the ways in which you can make that happen for yourself. So the delivery of this program is going to kick off for a couple of weeks from December, and then we're going into the new year so that we can really leverage that new year energy, set some incredible intentions so that we can catapult into 2021, no matter what the world looks like, no matter what the political landscape looks like. We're going to have an amazing opportunity to go all in on our businesses. So I hope you'll join me. Anyway, beautiful human, have an incredible rest of your day. Till next time, I will see you back here. Thank you so much for joining me. I love having these conversations with you and hearing from so many of you that you enjoy these episodes so much. Have a beautiful day.